Greetings YouTube, it's the Pyramid here with a terrain making video tutorial this time. Actually, this is part of MWG.com's from the forum 12th group, Terrain Group Build, or however it's called. And yeah, that's the first one I'm taking part in. And I thought, hey, we could as well make a tutorial out of it while you're building it. Actually, today we have the I believe the 22nd of January, and such a group build starts at the beginning of the month and goes until the end. And yeah, basically I'm starting just now. I've got this weekend and the next weekend, which is the last one, then we have to hurry to finish this. Can't really do something during the week due to work and stuff. Yeah, what's this group build about? It's not about a theme of your terrain piece this time. It's about the material that you have to use. And quite obviously, I'm talking about a Pringles can, or as Joe would put it, a can from some manufacturer. Apparently he's afraid to name the product here. He fears the lawsuit, whatever. You somehow need to incorporate a Pringles can or a similar can into your terrain piece. You don't need to leave it as it is. You can cut it into rings or like this or whatever. Just there needs to be something like this. And so yeah, I'm going with a probably cheapest idea. I'm making a watchtower out of it. Yeah. So, but not just anyone. Let me show you a few. Show you a few sketches here. I drew these at work. At first, yeah, I don't know if you can see it really good. I wanted to do it as cheap as that, just the can, with adding some details like windows and stuff, and probably some kind of radar at the top here. But come on, I'm sure you all agree this looks ridiculous. No. So next thing I came up with was this. Putting a walkway up here, so you can actually place a few miniatures there. And yeah, I'm sure you all agree this looks already much better than this, but that's not all. Ignore the lower part here with all the fence, and scrap that. Well, the tower. Still the platform here, but I'm actually adding a roof, which I didn't have here. I'm making another level, second floor, like at the top here, to make it higher. And I don't know if you can see that. Oops. I'm increasing even the size of the tower by adding a cup noodle cup down there, because you know, it's shaped like this. It's widening to the bottom, just like towers usually are, you know, to make them more stand fast, whatever. So yeah, that's basically how it's going to be. Again, with all that, I don't really plan on making a base. I mean, this should stand good enough alone. On the other hand, you've got that walkway here, and if you place miniatures there, especially metal miniatures, I don't know, the tower might topple, so I guess I have to test that out first. So, I already went ahead and started the whole thing by gluing that cup noodle thing on. I mean, you all know, wait a minute, I've got way more here. Time for some product placement. Cup noodles. Really, really tasty. It's curry and chicken, my favorite. And yeah, I mean, just look at this. I took this and put the Pringles can on top here. This will probably be my highest terrain piece so far. I mean, I haven't made much yet. And yeah, out from the terrain pool of my body, this will be the highest. I mean, just look at it now, and then there's walkway will be around here, and there's going to be the roof, so it will be pretty high. So what did I do so far? Nothing spectacular. I took the Games Workshop PVA glue and thinned it down a bit, watered it down. Okay. And yeah, put it on the inside of the Pringles can around here, all around, and yeah, basically stuck it on. Make sure that you're using, which I don't have right now, sorry, some kind of, oops, covering for your table, because what should happen, the glue, I probably watered it down a bit too much. It came out here and here and here, and I had to clean that all up here. There's still something left here. Well, I really need to clean that first, because you can't see that right now, but if it's painted, you see these skids here. So let that set overnight, and the next day, just before I headed off to work, I put another layer of glue on the outside, on that rim here. From like this, I placed it like this. Hello. And put some glue here, just to increase the bond, you know, to make it a bit tougher, and it worked. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to grab some cardboard, the thick one, not just, you know, that, I'll show it to you. And yeah, I'm going to cut out a hole from that, so I can place it, shove it on top here, and well, yeah, that walkway is going to be 3 centimeters wide. You know, the regular bases are 2.5 centimeters wide. 3 should be enough to allow some models with larger poses or heavy weapons or whatever there. And that's going to be a rail which will be glued on, so 3 centimeters should be fine. Yeah, that's next. So, as you can see, I already drew the circle just by placing it here. Make sure you hold it tight, it's not supposed to slide around. And then just take a pencil and draw the line. Now I'm going to cut it out. I wouldn't recommend scissors, because this will totally ruin the piece. You know, it's pretty hard to make a decent round cut. Doesn't work, so I'm recommending hobby knives. But as always, be very careful with these scalpel-like things. They're pretty sharp, actually. And yeah, luckily, always just using paper, newspaper is not enough. You easily cut through that and ruin your table. Make sure you use some kind of cutting, special cutting mat, which is pretty resistant. So yeah, then make sure you make a smooth, careful and slow cut, not to cut yourself and not to ruin the cardboard. You want to make it right. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Probably even before cutting that out, you need to determine the center of that circle, and grab yourself such a thing. I don't know how we call these in English. Let's say circle in German. You know, where you can easily paint circles. Then you take, it's hard to see here, put it in the middle. Take that, I don't know, you need to get the circle in a way so you actually could paint that inner ring here again. Put it on a ruler, like this, and add, see that really, since this outer walkway is supposed to be 3 centimeters wide, you actually add 3 centimeters to it, which is in my case, I already did that here, was, oh yeah, 6.8 centimeters. It should be in those two legs, should be 6.8 centimeters away now. Then you put it in your center again to draw the outer line, the outer circle. Okay, and yeah, now you can cut it out, both. I wanted to show you the cardboard that I'm using. I'm using this double, the double cardboard here, which has that wave-like inlay, and as you can probably see, there's actually another layer of cardboard, a very thin one. Maybe I should zoom in, if that's better. Oh yeah. There's another thin layer on top here, so it's almost triple cardboard, I thought it would be a good idea to use this, since there are models supposed to be standing on here, metal models probably too, so yeah. But then the downside is it's pretty thick and hard to cut, even with such a hobby knife here. And yeah, I don't know if I didn't put the blade in too well. It actually almost came out. Luckily I saw it before something happened, so I decided to use my protective goggles that I bought in a do-it-yourself market earlier. So remember, kids, safety first. So now that you've cut your self-made frisbee out, oh god, I look ridiculous, but hey, it's all for the safety. Now that you've cut it out, oh yeah, first try to clean it up a bit. I mean, it's cardboard, so the edges, as you can see here, it's not really clean, so I would suggest taking these little bits off, probably shaving them off with knife, and after that's done, we're going to fit this one on right here, which will not be too easy. As you can see, that metal part here is thicker. It's actually a bit more to the outside than this one, so we have to get it over that first, but it shouldn't be too hard, should it? No. Make sure you don't, you see, now it's almost loose. That's not a big deal. I couldn't glue it on like this here anyway, because if I put glue on the inside here before getting it over here, the glue would have been all around that piece, but not where it's supposed to be, on the inside. So I guess I'll be gluing these additional reinforcements, which will come under the platform here. I'm sure you've seen them. All those little things which hold the whole thing in place. I will glue these on, and probably when the thing is sitting on here, then I'll put a layer of glue around here and around here, just to make it a bit more resilient, like I did here, just as an addition, make the whole thing more stable. That's an idea for a later project, a tower with multiple levels like this, but not today. This one's supposed to look like this. So yeah, that's it for now. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut out these, as I said, the reinforcements for putting them on here. I haven't decided yet how many, like, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, which is obvious. I don't know, 8, maybe too much. Maybe I'm going to fix 6 instead. Oops, 6 should be enough to hold the whole thing in place here. Let's see. First I'm going to get the measurements of these things, and then we'll see. Okay, I decided to go with 6 only. That's more than enough, and it saves me a lot of cutting out and etc. So I don't know if you can really see it here. These are the 6 triangles which will be glued under that walkway. So there are just zoom in, that's better. Sorry for that unprofessional work here. Now, I could have simply made them 3 cm for the piece which is under the walkway and 3 centimeter down again, but I wanted to make the look a little bit more different, so I decided to make that 4 centimeter long. This here, these 4 centimeters is the piece that will, oops, remember it's upside down now, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter here and 4 up here. This should make it look a bit more interesting. So yeah, just draw it on like this. This saves you some cutting time later. Instead, could have put them all one after another here, but would be ridiculous. Now we're going to cut these out and glue about 4 of them on and let that set. Just the basic 4, you know, like with a compass, 4 on each side. And when that's set, I'm going to put the layers of glue here and around the other side, just to make that whole thing more sturdy. Before putting on the other two, the less of these reinforcements you have attached here, the easier is it to put that glue around. So I'm doing this already, while only 4, the basic 4 that you need to put on to prevent the platform from tilting. You know. Okay, I'm going to cut these out and glue them on, and yeah, that will be the next step.